We don't need to be angry here.
I'm not angry, sir. I'm losing my home. I've been here for 15 years.
You're not losing your home until I say you're losing your home. Granite Televalley versus Quillin, Roy and Melissa, 2501791.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Burns, P 87855 on behalf of plaintiff.
Is the Quillins here?
Yes, I am.
Where are you?
I'm at home here. You see me?
I can't see you now. You have to start your video. There you go.
All right. I see you, Mr. McNally. I see you.
Good morning. Your name?
Roy Van Quillin.
Where's Melissa at? Is she with you?
No, my wife passed in January of last year.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry. Did you know that?
Can I ask you a question? Why they keep sending letters to the park doesn't they know she passed?
Are you aware?
Your Honor, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was not aware. It became aware to me during the pendency of this case that she had passed. We've had a couple hearings, and we're not intending to pursue her. And we assume any judgment that's going to be entered is going to be only against Mr. Quillin. We're not attempting to pursue an individual who's no longer alive, Your Honor.
Can I speak, Judge? The reason she's still on there is because I have to have a death certificate so my main office can remove we can't remove a name.
I don't have problems with that. You know that. You know she's passed.
Wait a minute. Slow down, everybody. Come on, please. I need you to state your name, Ms. Bryant.
Suzanne Bryant, Granite Televalley.
Just give me 1 second to look at this.
Trying to remove me from my home, which don't make sense, because someone she don't like, just cause why?
Your Honor, if I may, I'm not trying to interrupt the court. The case before you today is not for a hearing on the merits. It's simply to decide whether or not Zoom testimony is allowed for the bench trial on the 7th.
I know.
Okay.
Do you have any objection to them testifying by Zoom, Mr. Quillin?
By Zoom? Well, you know what? I just don't understand why this is even going on today.
Mr. Quillin, listen to me, please. Don't be angry now.
I'm not. I'm just losing my home that I worked for my whole life.
Well, you're not losing anything until I say that you violated the community rules and regulations.
All righty.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
He's just asking that the manager, Ms. Bryant, be able to testify by Zoom. And quite honestly, this is an early case. I mean, this is not an old case. It was just filed back in 5-6 weeks ago. I can't force him, Mr. Burns, as you know, to allow this witness to testify by Zoom. Why are you raising your hand, Ms. Bryant?
Because Judge, I have an alternative. My former assistant, Stephanie Wood, knows everything about what's going on, and she said she could go in my place because I will be in the Upper Peninsula.
Well, no, but I can adjourn the trial. Hang on. I can adjourn.
Who is that?
How about if I was on vacation?
Mr. Quillin, please. I would give you an adjournment under these circumstances. This is not, we don't need to be angry here.
I'm not angry, sir. I'm losing my home. I've been here for 15 years.
You're not losing your home until I say you're losing your home. Just stop getting so angry, please.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
I don't have a problem with adjourning this, Mr. Burns. I don't believe I can force him to do it by Zoom or allow her to appear by Zoom.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I mean, I didn't double check it, but I try to remember things like that. And I don't believe I can force him to accept the fact that one of the witnesses is going to testify by Zoom. So I'm just going to go ahead and adjourn it.
Yes, Your Honor.
And we'll put it out 2-3 weeks more. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is this? Can you give me a little bit more?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll give a quick run through. The premises of the case is that Mr. Quillin has an individual residing with him who was previously evicted from the community. The grounds for the eviction are contested, but it's not contested that she was evicted and that she's living with Mr. Quillin. It's plaintiff's contention that this is a violation of community guidelines, and that the unregistered tenant continues to reside with Mr. Quillin. And so we filed the instant case for a termination of tenancy against Mr. Quillin because of his continued harboring of an unregistered tenant. Mr. Quillin and I have had discussions over the phone. I don't think parties have been able to resolve.
One time before this.
Mr. Quillin. Mr. Quillin.
All right, I'll be quiet. I'm sorry, sir.
Please, this is the courtroom you're in right now. You wouldn't act like this if you were in the courtroom, but it is a courtroom because you're appearing by Zoom. Now just let him finish. Go ahead, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. I mean, I don't think it's plaintiff's contention that they want Mr. Quillin to lose his home. That's not ideal for anybody. But the community has rules and guidelines, and as of so far, we have not been able to reach a resolution. I stand open to Mr. Quillin and I having those discussions, but as of yet, we haven't been able to resolve anything, and so the court sent it for a bench trial.
I just want to make sure that I understand.
Yes, Your Honor.
It's not that deep. You evicted a tenant who is now living with Mr. Quillin in his unit in violation of the community rules and regs. True?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. Well, it seems very simple. Mr. Quillin, listen to me.
All right, I am, sir.
You don't have the right to make your own rules.
I understand that, sir.
So this is very, 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 very simple. Now, I am going to be very cautious about listen. I'm going to be very cautious about getting involved in these settlement negotiations.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about this, but I have a feeling that if you agree that she leave, that maybe, just maybe, this will resolve. Now, I can't get involved in this. It's a bench trial. But you ought not be angry that somebody's trying to enforce rules and regulations that they have in the community. Right? Who's talking right now? Ironically,
yeah.
It sounds like the person look, I'm not going to assume things.
No, I understand, sir.
It sounds like somebody who is female, and I think it was just mentioned that the female occupant that you have, that you've allowed to move in, is living there in violation of rules. Now I hear a female on your end talking.
No,
so
that was my daughter. That was my daughter.
Well, she can't talk to you. She cannot talk to you while you're conducting this court proceeding.
Step out of the room. I told her to step out of the room.
So
can I talk though?
Can you talk?
Yes.
Sure.
You know what it is though, the Kimberly Kepke, the trailer she lived in here in, she lost it because of she can't afford it because the man she was with was abusive. And then we end up meeting, just her walking her dog through the park. And now we're together, plan on getting married. But I mean, I just don't understand why she can't be in here. We tried to save her trailer with everything we could. I pawned a vehicle. I did everything I could to try to save her trailer through this park. Now the park has her trailer. But now I talked to her lawyer on the 5th. And I even asked him, I'm like, look, if she was still paying her lot rent there, she'd still be able to be there. He's like, well, probably, of course. I mean, so if she was still paying lot rent, she could be in the park, but being that she can't afford her trailer, she has to be thrown out.
What was you're shaking your head, Ms. Bryant. What was the basis?
Your Honor, I have about 300 pages of police reports. She was evicted on a just cause, not for non-payment. And she messed up the title so bad. I had to do research, find the previous owner, paid money to get that title. It's been sitting vacant since January. So I didn't take her home. She abandoned it. She had every opportunity to sell that home.
We tried everything to do that.
Wait a second, Mr. Quillin. Wait. how do I say this nicely? I'm not revisiting that. You have community rules. There's a lot of people that don't understand a lot of rules and laws that there are. That's fine. I get it. You don't have the right to make your own rules.
No, I understand that, but what is just cause?
Sir, all I know is they think that you have an occupant into your unit that's not authorized to be there. And guess what? That's what I'm going to decide when we have the bench trial. Do you have an unauthorized occupant? And is that occupant allowed to be there under the rules and regulations of the mobile home?
I understand that.
I'm not getting into why she was evicted, how she was evicted, if they were justified to evict her. She's no longer there. And you can't just make your own rules. Now, look, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, great that you want to get married to her. Maybe you need to sell this and buy something else. I don't know what to, sir.
I'm trying to sell it.
Well, that's fine. But in the meantime, she can't be there.
Yeah.
Okay? You got it? What day did you give me for a trial?
Can you hear me, Linda?
Linda?
I didn't. I didn't give you a date yet.
All right, give me one.
In September?
No, I don't want to go that long. We're going to go to early August or something.
Okay,
Yeah.
how about August 12th?
How about a week or two earlier than that?
Oh, well, then you're talking July.
I know, because I know I'm not going to be.
Well, we have July 15th or July 29th.
Let's do July. I don't care. Which one do you guys want?
Your Honor, I can do July 15th.
Is that good for you, Mr. Quillin?
Well, listen, the bad thing is my fiance, her mother's in hospice. She's been there 2.5 weeks, and we don't know when she's going to pass. She's out in Milford at Middle Lodge, and she's in hospice right now. She's been there 2.5 weeks, and we don't know how long she's going to last being on hospice. So that kind of makes it hard.
Your Honor, if the court wants to go out to the 29th, that's fine as well. Ms. Bryant, do you have any objection to the 29th? And then I leave it to the court's discretion, the 15th and the 29th, Your Honor.
We'll do the 29th for you, Mr. Quillin. Give me the time, Lisa. All right, Linda.
10 o'clock.
July 29th at 10 a.m. And again, that will make this other issue moot as to whether or not Ms. Bryant can appear by Zoom. So we'll just make it July the 29th.
Do you need an order or anything, Your Honor?
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, it'd be nice, I guess.
I will.
Yeah, you should probably put, just submit an order that says that the court is adjourning the trial to July the 29th at that time at 10 o'clock, okay?
Will do, Your Honor. Thank you for the court's time, and thank you, Mr. Quillin and Ms. Bryant.
Thank you very much. Good luck. Thanks. I'd encourage you two to keep talking, though, Mr. Quillin.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please do let us know in the comments what you thought of this video. If you'd like to support what we do here, the best way to do it is to pick up some of our merch. You can find it at courtroomfiles.com.